I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm struggling making this video, yo. On one hand, I've learned my lesson about diving headfirst emotionally and not getting all the facts and necessary information before I react. But on the flip side, I feel like I should let it all out because what I want to say makes sense. But so I'm gonna find a happy balance. Here we go. Last night, I decided to do a little bit of a deeper dive into who Charlie Kirk was as a person. Outside of the clips that I've been seeing, I actually listened to some of his debates, where there absolutely were moments where I agreed with some of the things he said. I could never fucking like that man because clearly he was a fucking racist. And because I'm a black man, I could never fucking like a racist. I could give two fucks about the black people he had around him. Because if you ask me, they all look like Samuel L. Jackson in that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Just because I don't like that man does not mean I agreed with what the shooter did. I stand on that one. 10 toes down. What the shooter did was fucking wrong. And whatever happens to him, it is what the fuck it is. I choose not to celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. But it does not mean I am going to condemn or demonize any person that does. Especially if those people were affected negatively by the reach of his influence. Let me holler at you black folk who have been demonizing those folks. Particularly the older ones with platforms that get on here and, say the things that you say. There's a part of me that agrees with your point of view and your perspective of decency and common courtesy and things of that nature. I get that. That's fair. I would be lying if I sat up here and said my thoughts and prayers are not going to those children. Especially after watching that video of what his wife said. Whoo! Oh yeah, I'm praying for those kids. I believe you guys forget that you grew up in an age where you were programmed to stay in your fucking place. And because you've made it to where you're successful, where you can control how much of the world you actually interact with, there are some people that don't have that luxury. There are some folks that have to interact with racist people every single fucking day. There are some folk that have to deal with homophobes every single fucking day. To those people and others that I did not mention, Charlie Kirk was their antagonist. And anytime an antagonist is removed from play, people rejoice. And where my disappointment comes into play with you older folk, you grown folk, is that you seem to have forgotten how white supremacy impacted you when you were growing up in this country. And how much you wished that you could be strong enough to stand up against the white racist regime. How fucking dare you come on these social media apps and show empathy to not only a man that believes black people are beneath his people, but he also had the fucking audacity to call a man that was murdered in the same cold blood that he was murdered in a fucking scumbag. But then in the same breath, you want to sit up there and call the people that celebrate his death demons. Oh, they're just fucking evil. Oh, you have no character. Oh, you have no integrity. Shut the fuck up. Where was the fucking empathy for George Floyd's family when he made that comment? Gone are the days where you kill an enemy with kindness. Gone are the fucking days where they go low, you go high. And I 100% get it. I said what I said. That's the post. As you were.